everyone, 3 more boxes from Pinchme. For those of you who don't know, I always say Pinchme is a site where you can get free samples. You just keep applying for them. Sometimes you get approved, sometimes you don't. They've changed their system though, where they've done away with the small samples. There's only big samples. So you get qualified for less, but needless to say, product does show up. So thank you, Pinchme. Let's see what we got today. So in that box was 2 samples, Lift, Lengthen, Curl, and Skin Rewind, a complexion stick. First off, packaging, love the vibe of this. I love the muted colors. It's super simple and sleek. This Before Dawn is a brown mascara. Again, very simple packaging. Limitless Lash Mascara. Ilia? Is that how you pronounce it? I've never heard of this brand before. I like that it is a true brown mascara. I just feel like a lot of brown mascaras aren't true brown like this. I'm interested to see how this wears on my eye. I'll insert photos on the video. So having put this on, you can see in the pictures, it does wear nice. I do like it. It's more on the liquidy mascara, meaning that it's not clumping. It also is brand new. We all know over time, mascaras just love to clump. However, so that's a win-win. It does have a chemically smell. I can still smell it right now, so I'm not a real fan of how chemically it smells. It says made in Italy. It also says Laguna Beach, California, so who the heck knows, whatever that means. I like it though. I'll definitely rock it. I'm glad that it's not waterproof. Easy on the eyes, award-winning mascara that lengthens, lifts, separates, dual-sided wand, lightweight buildable formula, so that's why it's not clumping and that's why it's lighter. And it says the packaging is recyclable. So good for you, good for the earth. We'll just call it that. I'm not sure why it's such chemically smelling though, but whatever. All right, let's look at the Skin Rewind Complex. If anything that is a Skin Rewind, I am there for. Weightless, firming, soothing, ceramide peptide complex, butterfly lavender, kelp extract. Interesting. Skin that looks like skin. That's the type I need. As you get older, your wrinkles get more pronounced. Your skin, I feel like, just gets more thin, dry, all other negative words. So it's a fountain of youth in a foundation stick. Groundbreaking formula fuses weightless, buildable coverage with a powerful firming and soothing ingredients. Natural matte finish, melts in and moves with you, staying seamless for up to 12 hours with every wear. Fine lines, wrinkle visibly soften. For a youthful, lifted look, no needles needed. I'm just gonna use my fingers, obviously. So this is in the color Sycamore. I can't remember, I think you got to choose your color you applied for, but what you see on the internet and what you get in person are obviously 2 different things. Hopefully it's not that brown, but we'll see. Oof, that is not my skin color. That is super, super yellow, but whatever. Let's see how it looks. Yikes. All right, let's put this on my under eyes. Oh no, see, that's the only thing you apply and you think the color you are on the internet is the color you are in real life, but it's not. I do like that their letters are imprinted in the actual stick. That's cool. They do have, it looks bent, but your thumb goes in that little indent. 12N, I think I did neutral, but this is, you would consider that neutral and not more yellow? I don't know. So out of the 2, I definitely prefer the mascara. I can still smell the chemicals from it though. That's so bizarre. I wanted to like this, I really do. Dang, it's the wrong color though. I can mix this with my current concealer that I use. I forgot what it's called, but I'll insert a picture of what I currently use. But I think if I mix them both, it will work out fairly nicely. You definitely always want to moisturize your under eyes before applying anything like this. Otherwise, it's just going to dry out your skin like the Sahara Desert and all your wrinkles will be amplified no matter how much stick claims to rewind and soothe in and moisturize and all that kind of stuff. We get old, we get wrinkles. It is what it is. All right, I can't believe that was just 1 box. Let's move on to another one. So in that one, it is Eucerin Dark Spot Corrector Radiant Tone Night Cream, formulated with thiamidol. I don't know what that is. Thiamidol helps visibly reduce the look of dark spots, improves radiance at night. I could always use more face cream. Dermatologist recommended. I'm gonna open up that other box too. I think I qualified for 2 of these products, but they're different, so let's see. Okay, yeah. So what are you? Radiant Tone Daily Lotion with an SPF 30. Always can use that. 1.7 ounces. I like that it comes with a little pump formula. Wow, that is squeaky. Might need some WD-40 on that. It is very lightweight and thin, but it is easily absorbed. It doesn't smell like there's any fragrance in it. If there is, it's gotta be very minimal. Let me look at the packaging. So the last ingredient is fragrance. So there is fragrance to it. Again, I don't understand why they ever put fragrance in face cream. Apply 15 minutes before sun exposure. Still says limit time in sun between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. I live in Florida. The sun's around all the time. It's just one of those things that I'll have to see how it does with my skin over time. I do like the way it smells though. That's why I was saying, like, there's a very minimal fragrance, but it almost smells natural where you wouldn't think it was an added fragrance. I like that it doesn't leave my skin oily. That's a plus. My skin feels soft. That's a win. I'm happy with that product. I can only assume I'll be happy with this product too. So this is the night cream form of that one. So there won't be any SPF in this because you're wearing it to bed. Both of these love to squeak. This one feels more like a serum, less like a lotion like the other one. It almost has like an alcohol smell behind it. Like its fragrance smells more cleaning for some reason. Not in a bad way either. Maybe that's whatever ingredient that takes away dark spots. As much as I like creams, I'm usually not necessarily a night cream type of gal because again, with like acne prone skin, I have to be careful because I sleep on my stomach. Face goes onto pillow. When you have cream, sometimes it can clog your pores, and I wear an eye mask too, of all things. I'll have to see how this does, but the only way to actually see if it works is just to be consistent with using it. I'll give these two a committed try. Why not? In the meantime, I'll put reviews of what other people have said about this product. Both good and bad, because you can't just post the good reviews because again, with free product, a lot of people feel inclined to say just positive things. You have to be fair. You have to look at the negative too, because for every 10 good reviews, there might be that one negative review where it irritated someone's skin. Maybe it made them break out, who knows. Here's the products from today's Pinch Me haul. Not a bad loot if I do say so myself. These are just gonna keep rolling around, every single one of them, that's okay. I'm always happy to get lotion, so these are my favorite, followed by a mascara. Lastly, that stick foundation. I'll use it because I don't like wasting things, but yeah, it just wasn't my vibe. Let me know if you guys have tried any of these products, if you guys are using Pinch Me or not. I always put my referral code down below. Realistically though, unless you've been using Pinch Me, I don't know if it's worth it anymore because it's hard to build up those points to be able to qualify for products unless you see the expedited shipping ones that don't cost any points. Then I guess that's worth it, right? Alright guys, well thanks for hanging out with me today. If you want, feel free to like and subscribe, and until next time, bye friends.